multi-channel retailers as well as online retailers. In closing, I want to just talk to you about what you can learn from some innovative retailers. And really, there are really three things that I'd like to. I was influenced by my 2-year-old daughter. She's a little monster. The first is think non-line. Okay, and I've covered this, but I'm going to the risk of repeating myself. Like think non-line is a cute little expression that says there are no real barriers between on and offline. You have to think that way. Test and let data beat opinion. Right? Don't let opinions guide what you do when you have really rich data at your disposal. And lastly is make your ads relevant and more meaningful to consumers in light of the trends I just talked about. Again, these are brands I work with all the time, and I really respect them. And none of them have really cracked all of the code here. But one thing they have done is taken a very important step towards integrating their .com organizations into their broader organizations. They're no longer a silo. Big moves. This all happened in the last 18 months for the most part. Just again, as you think about this, I strongly encourage you to follow the lead here. It's a much better experience for the consumers. We're doing interesting things to try and bridge and blur the lines here. You can't really see this too well, but what you're looking at is a mobile phone that actually knows whether something's in stock at a store nearby you. It's pretty much a game changer in terms of surfacing information that currently is not surfaced. We're just at the beginning stages of this. But you'll see more and more of this from Google and others, where you're starting to blur the lines between online and offline, right? You find something that's in a store around the corner. Pretty cool stuff. Very basic stuff like blurring the channels on your own, online reviews that are featured in stores, an example from Williams-Sonoma. Another example is Best Buy, something called 12 Force. What they're doing is using Twitter to basically blur the lines between customer service and marketing. They have passionate employees who are more than happy to answer questions. And huge cost savings, obviously, huge buzz and brand building capabilities. They've gotten more than their share of return on this example. Their CMO, who we work with all the time, is just a great advocate of social media. Some questions I want to leave you with. Just can your consumers deduce your org chart from when they shop with you? This is one of Eric Schmidt's big thing. That shouldn't be the case. Or is e-commerce going to be trapped in IT forever? Does your website support your store? Some very tactical things like, do you have Wi-Fi or 3G in your store? Right? People are going to want to use mobile phones. So you need to start thinking of those things. Are you making it easier for these trends to happen? Because if people don't have a good experience with your store, they're going to go elsewhere eventually. Okay? These are just some things to consider. So now this is a picture of a hippo. The signal is like use data to beat opinion. Hippos is a cute term that a friend and colleague coined. It's called the highest paid person's opinion. And this is why most websites suck, because like this, the hippos design them. If you think of like what the internet does for you, it allows you to learn to be wrong or learn to prove these hippos wrong, very quickly. Okay, so the notion of testing and using data to beat opinion is paramount, or it's one of the best gifts that the internet gives you. I'm going to skip over some of these as well. I'm sure you're sad to be skipping that slide. And I'm going to wrap it up by saying, again, think non-line. Again, use data to beat opinions, improve your hippos wrong, right? And then lastly is make your ads relevant. Make them more meaningful for your consumers. And in closing, this another great quote is, "With the winds blowing and giving you either imagination or a headache." So I hope this morning I didn't create a headache for you, and that this was stirred a little bit of your imagination. With that, if we have any time, we'll take questions, or maybe I'll hold those for the panel. Hold them for the panel. Okay. Thank you very much.